Hi there, I'm Nicole, aka The Wanderer from Wandering Willow, and I'm back again with another bullet journal video. This one is the end of March flip through and April setup to show you kind of what I've learned, what I've changed, what's working, what's not. I've only been at this for like less than a month, so bear with me, and I do like color, but I'm not very artistic. So I'm gonna jump right in and try and keep this video a little shorter than my previous ones. As you can see, I'm ending up with a lot more dated pages than I am for the concept or whatever the hell those things are called, you know, the pages where you write ideas about stuff. I'll get into it later. My future log, I have finally started adding stuff to it, including, most importantly, about my wedding planning, what I need to book and when I need to book it. I'm not going to show you in depth, but I used my month journal. Since I'm tracking my weight, what I've done is for my monthly, every Monday, I weigh myself, and I have this cool little scale that tells me like my body fat and all that stuff. And so I write the weight down on here for each Monday morning, and then I am tracking whether or not I'm losing weight, gaining weight, whether I'm losing fat, gaining muscle, etc. And you'll see more about that in a minute. Here is my tracker. As you can see, I have not been very good. I have actually kind of sucked when it came to meditation, studying for my driver's license, and doing my face routines. So you're going to see that this tracker is changing in April. How I originally set up my weeklies was like this, and I have little drops here to symbolize for how much water I'm drinking, because I'm trying to drink two liters of water a day, which is a lot for me, but I'm not really doing it. And in Sweden we track the week numbers. That's how you ask somebody like, what week numbers do you want off from work or something like that. You don't ask what dates, you ask what week numbers. So I have to train myself to get used to this week number bit. So I add it to the top of each week. This one, I started it on Friday, so that's why there's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I started at the bottom here with gratitude, but I changed that up. Here's my first set of non-dated pages. Here are blog ideas and books to read. As you can see, there's not many. So if you have any good book recommendations, please add them to the comments below, and I would love to hear from you. Especially because I'm doing a monthly book challenge where I'm trying to read a book each month, and at the end of each month I have a discussion and review about it. So on to the first real weekly. What we have here, I showed you before how I set it up in the last video. And I left myself plenty of space so that I could write journal stuff, but I found I was really bad at writing the journal stuff. I did good with doing the gratitude and the morning mantras. There was a lot of migrating forwards. I have noticed that I am way more ambitious than I really am. There's more that I wish I could do in a day or would do in a day, but then I find I really don't have the energy or the desire, or I forget. I'm easily distracted, like, hello ADHD, shiny object over here. So anyway, another page. And this one shows Friday, Saturday, and Sunday over here. And then what I did was added next week's goals at the bottom, so I could prepare myself, like what did I not accomplish this week that I really want to accomplish next week. And I also put blog achievements, since I have my new blog that I just started, any kind of notes I wanted to make. I continued on with this in week 12 with this setup, and I had a really bad, like, really bad like couple of days where I just didn't do anything. I didn't do my gratitude, I didn't do my mantras, I didn't do anything. I just really didn't feel like it, as you can see. And then I decided to try something else. If you're a follower of my blog, which I will post a link over here, you can see that I'm trying to do this gardening thing, and I'm not, like, you see this thumb? Not green. Not green at all. But I'm trying. So I made a I used an egg crate that holds 20 eggs, and I made little seed starters, color coordinated them, and you can see more about this at my blog. And my wedding prep priorities, another page for that. Now here's where I changed things. This was for, I guess you could say, yeah, this week, week 13. I decided to go with a 5-day spread across my top here. There's the week number, nice and bold. There's the dates. And then I have, instead of water droplets, I'm just using water squares that I'm coloring in blue each date. And again, a lot of migrating this week. My brain is totally fried. And then I have my morning mantras and my gratitude right there. And then right underneath, you'll see this burn. I'm not going to show you what it says because that's a secret. This is my burn the fat section where I keep track of every Monday how well I'm doing with my my weight loss goals. And here I wrote my top 5 priorities or goals for this week. And I haven't done anything more to this 5-page setup yet. I just started it this week, and what I'm doing is I'm changing the colors. Like if you can see, the grids are like this neon orange, and I'm using this bright pink this week. And then on the next page I have my Saturday, Sunday, and then I have next week's goals and blog achievements for that week. And then I made a March memories page so I can track like certain things that happened during the month that I would like to remember. Like I started my blog, Svea had her first sleepover, I booked my tickets to the US for next month, for May, for wedding planning, my future brother-in-law's 30th birthday, and a new month setup. Using the same kind of deal as I did last time. Here's the week numbers on the side, here's the month and all the days and stuff like that. And in Sweden we have this really weird thing called a name day. So if your name is, for example, my fiance's name is Patrick. So he has a birthday, the day that he was born, but he also has a name day. This is really bizarre. Wrap your head around it for a minute. Each day of the year, there is a set of names that are assigned to that date, and it's your name day, which is something else that gets celebrated. It's not nearly as big as your birthday, but whatever. So next month in April, I have my fiance's name day and his birthday. And on the side here, I'm writing down my goals that I'd like to accomplish for April. And I've already written up my April tracker. I have obviously not added to it because it's not like filled it in because it's not April. One thing I noticed, I used way too many colors for my March tracker. I mean, while it looks like all pretty like this, I have like 5 or 6 different color blues, and I can never remember which one is the correct blue for that tracker option habit thingy. So I keep coloring them in wrong. So I'm going to choose maybe 5 colors, one from each color family, and I'm just going to repeat it instead of having each habit have its own color. And I took out a couple of things. Like, for starters, I took out the studying for the driver's license because that's obviously not happening. And yeah. And then I left a blank page here because this is actually where I'm going to add the April Plan With Me challenge, I think. I'm going to try that from Instagram. That's new for me. I don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing, so we'll see how that goes. And then I already wrote up my grid for next week, and I'm using blue and green. So I'm using a different set of colors for each week to kind of spice it up and to give myself some more color. And with the 5 days like this, it's easier for me to see the whole week, like Monday through Friday week, as opposed to how I had it before, where I only had like I had Monday to Thursday here, and then I had Friday, Saturday, and Sunday on the back side. And I found, I mean, look at all that wasted space. Granted, this was a week I really didn't do anything good, but let's look at this. Lots of wasted space. So I'm trying to be more efficient and more organized, and I still have space here to write a few sentences about like anything that happened that day that I think is worth jotting down for like a journal writing or whatever. Yeah, so I'm pretty happy with this new system that I have with the dates, and then I have the weekend with the Monday through Friday on one wide spread and then the weekend on the next. I'm pretty happy with it. I think it's more efficient. I think it's more colorful and more organized and a little less chaotic looking. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to try that out for the month of April, and yeah, we'll tune in the end of next month and see if I stuck with it or if I decided to try something new. If you have any favorite tips or tricks or habits that you, or organizational methods that you use for your bullet journal that you think are really helpful that I could probably benefit from, please by all means share. I want to hear what's working for you, what's not. Reach out and tell me. In the meantime, tune in next time, and thanks for watching.